sure you saw the president was in Chingola
yeah.
on the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, there was an unfortunate incident that happened whilst he was there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so some people started throwing rocks in the direction where
ones
the
there.
president was. And the president had to be evacuated, and it kind of turned into almost like a full-blown riot. There was some riotous behavior, rather to say. A vehicle was damaged, a Land Cruiser,
I don't understand.
and
that.
people were stoning the motorcade and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the situation, man.
Yeah, there's even a couple that fell from the car.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, that video I
Yeah.
saw online was from that
Yeah.
event.
They are Canadian.
I don't think so. I think it was the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because even dropped his gun.
hey,
Yeah.
that's
He
dangerous.
dropped his gun, and the other guy who came,
Yeah.
like the other, is the guy that passed him the gun, and then they continued.
Okay.
Then that was wild. How do?
It's wild, man. Like peeps be throwing stones, bro.
Yeah.
But I think the background issue to that was because the president initially was in Chingola to address the marketeers Chiwempara.
Oh yeah.
Because the market burnt down. So they lost quite a lot of stuff. So he was there to kind of console them, and I think he was donating some money as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he donated
Yeah.
something.
But that kind of got hijacked by, there's been this whole issue going on in Chingola about Sensedi mine.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the youth are, they've been requesting that they be given access to Senseli mine by the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how they were kind of making their
Generating
livelihood.
money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from what I've pieced together is like the statement that I saw. Let me just pull that up. So this is on Zanis's page. It says, government refutes authorizing mining activity at Sensedi mine.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development has firmly refuted claims that it has sanctioned mining activities at Sensedi mine in Chingola on the Copperbelt province. The ministry has further emphasized its unwavering commitment to legal and regulated mining operations across the country. Minister of Mines and Minerals Development, Paul Kabuso, has clarified that Sensedi mine is a privately owned entity and that the government has not issued any official mining authorization. In a statement made available to Zanis in Lusaka, Mr. Kabuso revealed that discussions are currently underway with the mine owners to formalize operations in strict adherence to national mining laws. So according to this, Sensedi mine is already privately owned by somebody. Yes. So based off of that, and the stories we're hearing that the youth want to be allowed to go and mine. I think that's where the conflict is. There is this owner who already owns the mine, but the youths also want to have access to that mine.
To the mine.
Yes. Because that's how typically they make their livelihood. So so the youths kind of also feel entitled to like, yo, let us make our money also, Because I think the thing with the Copperbelt is a mining province.
Yeah.
So even the towns are structured around mining.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's different from Lusaka, where like we have quite a robust economic activity, different avenues to make money and that type of thing. The main money maker on the Copperbelt is mining.
The mining part.
So even businesses are kind of structured around the
mining.
mining. So minus that, it creates kind of a destitute situation. And there's really nothing for the youth there to be doing. So it's like na crime could add in na Chingola, like, because by youth they want to mine, but they can't mine because they haven't been authorized to go that sense. But then the government is also saying, no, this is a privately owned mine. I don't know who the owner is. It would be interesting to know.
Who the owner is,
Yes.
yeah.
Because it means like he's also accepting people coming to Nangare.
Yeah,
just
to
as long
mine.
as you, because for like mine for ya, but
Yeah.
you when you get the nan any percentage, then the owner of then he gets a percentage out of what you find there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically obviously he's accepted that mood of nan. We can do that then.
But do you know who the owner of
No,
Sensei is?
I don't know who the owner of that is.
I think coca contention up. I think mining where mama guys
It's
illegal in
yeah.
that sense.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what arrangement the owner might have had with them and how exactly it's done, but
I guess
formalized
it's illegal
thing.
in a way that there's no even a safe way of doing whatever mining.
Yes, because safety was also another
Yeah.
issue. Because pakatfialisa badidikira
Yes.
sana like fema mines ama guys, and people lost their lives.
Because they don't have proper machinery, there isn't
Yes.
safety. So
Uh-huh.
I guess the government, they looked at that and looking at what happened before, like where it had collapsed on
Yes.
certain
Because when
individuals.
people die, the government is the people that
Yeah,
they look at the
yes.
government and you let people.
Yeah,
Why didn't you put
people still
measures
lay
in
the
place?
blame on the government,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
Mm-hmm.
Mwadile kedera abantu and that type of thing. But the people also themselves want to just go mine. You see,
Yeah.
but I understand. Like, it's a very difficult and complex situation because people have to survive at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
so, like,
You
what
know,
are they
when you, it's easy to say from a far off positions, you know, they shouldn't do those illegal things. But I don't think people just do illegal things because they want to do illegal
No.
things.
We're
It's
trying to survive out
desperation, it's
here.
Yeah.
survival, you know. So that's how people end up in those situations. Of course, there might be certain rogue elements that are, you know, criminal elements and what's this, but I
Yeah.
think for the majority of the youth, they're really just trying to survive.
Yeah.
They're trying to find a pakudida.
Apakudida, yeah. Because when you talk, when you, I was seeing something online also, like even how people are responding. The people, I don't know if these people, but I don't know what about Copa Build, but I'm not sure whether they're from Chingola. But I think they know what that feels like. So they're
Yes.
like, so you, when you go and say, no, that was wrong, what they did, they'll be like, you we know because
You are not
you have a
direct.
privilege.
Yeah, you're not directly
You think,
affected.
go there and see how, like,
Ichikaripa chumfo mbu.
so they're just saying that you already win already.
Yeah.
And then we land you're not feeling what we are feeling this
Yeah.
time.
I understand the whole situation, but you know, it was unfortunate again to
Stone the president.
to stone the president because that's not just
But
yeah.
as in for me,
Mm.
for them to act like that, or from what you just read, like where the minister is denying that the government didn't say
Yes.
do this.
Mhm.
One thing is that there's no smoke without fire.
Mhm.
That's one thing we should know. All right.
Mm.
That means there's some people who went to certain offices and had, okay, the government has said you're not allowed to do
I
that.
think also if you actually Kuriana footy, I think body they were promised the mine or something.
Yeah.
To say or to
We'll
campaign a
give you
mine.
the mine.
Then when it came to time to that never materialized.
Yeah, it never happened.
So guys, you said we were going to be given this mine.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, oh no, the mine already has an owner.
Yeah.
What's up?
So you've removed us from the picture
Yeah,
now.
that type of situation. So I think party
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's tricky, you know, like, and this is, you know, it looks like a small thing. And of course, we can focus on, you know, people stoning the president and frustration and what's this. That was unfortunate. But again, you see, that's just Chingola. But somewhere in my heart, I also feel like, you know, going Chingola, but it's a picture also of what Zambia is.
Yeah.
Like, we don't necessarily benefit as much as we should from our mines. The beneficiary of our mines is these big conglomerates who come and get the wealth and everything.
The whole thing.
You know, because even with the taxes that we give to the mines, they're, you know, they don't, what can I say? We waive a lot of tax from these mining companies.
True.
So they come through, they complain about the tax rates, you know, their taxes are lowered, they're given all these incentives. And at the end of the day, when they take all these minerals and
They
resources
go with
out,
the money.
we're left with just a small fraction. But what they go and make off of that is colossal amounts, you know. So that story is really a reflection of Zambia and, you know, the situation that we're in as Zambians.
That's it.
You know, and I think it's high time our leaders, I'm not going to say government as per se, but because government changes, or I'm not going to
So
say
just
the
a
European
general
diagnosis.
term.
Yeah, because we've been independent for how long? 60 plus years, 61 years now.
61.
You know, it's high time our leaders really, we need leaders who really look at the well-being of our citizens, and also they prioritize the benefit of our resources for the citizens. Because I think there's been too much babysitting.
Like the way
corporates,
they've done it,
companies,
probably.
and what's this?
Like the way they've done it in, sorry, the way they've done it in Tanzania, like
Yeah.
in the mining sector, is just you have to pay such an amount of tax.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want,
Leave.
leave our minerals and go.
Yeah, and you see, these same companies
Yeah.
that come here and complain about ama taxes and food, they go other places.
Yes.
What company is that? But they went to Canada. That's why they're doing. They moved their mining operations from South Africa, went to Canada. Well, that's why they're mining. Canada doesn't have like baby taxes when it comes to mining. Them they will tax you. But the same company that was in South Africa had a Canada taxes that are enough dollars. When they go to Canada, they don't even complain. They just pay the full price.
They were like, go.
So there's that whole issue. Like, we really need to empower people. We need to stop this whole thing of just sidelining citizens and giving them the second or third or last best option. Like, okay, they can you first ascend it, then mukasenda kwa ifi ashara. No. And you see, that's the frustration also of being a youth. It's always an excuse as to why you're not getting stuff or why you shouldn't get stuff for certain things.
Yeah.
So say, oh, no, you're too young. Oh, you're not ready. Oh, fiaben. Oh, nigga, when will we be able sorry. Nidi is such
When you reach 40, sir.
No, that's nonsense. The people who were entering government or some of the people who were forming government for this country, they had independent. They were young.
Yeah.
Here there's a book here, VJ, An Extraordinary Life. I urge you to read it. Renan Johnson man. This man was 20 years old when he entered government. 20, bro.
20.
A young mind is
20, fresh young mind. You know, you
Mr.
are 30,
Man.
they're telling you at
Yeah.
You know, so like no. Let's not do that. You know, give people what is deserved to them. I think at the end of the day, when you constantly, I'm not saying, and I'm not putting this on the current government or anything. This is just to all leaders. You know, Ngamle take up and you are not giving them the things that they require. You create a bad situation where people become desperate, they're impoverished. But a person can only be frustrated so much before they react.
Yeah.
So these are just some of the things that we're starting to see. It's unfortunate. I don't condone the whole stoning of the president. And once that was unfortunate, it shouldn't have been done. But also to the leaders, keep in mind, when you're not delivering to the people, people get frustrated. They don't get what they want. And when they get pushed so much, or when they get pressed so much by the pressure, they'll react.
Yeah. In terms of like online, a lot of people aired their views according to that. But there's one particular article that I loved from someone. That was from, I don't know if they spell his name like Remy or Remy Kangwa.
Yes.
So I saw that that's gonna if you but still managed to read and like we know fear.
Yeah.
Like you've got a legacy and stuff. He said that to the president. No, don't let abantu background.
Yeah.
Abantu ngatabati we know they'll show
react
their
and say,
yeah. So now when mwarangisha foot again a leadership by naughty, because imagine if it was a matter of retaliating for that pen. Because you're threatening the president. So what consequences would have been born up if it was just like action for bah.
And I think there's what with the cops, maybe with the military guys, and there's what they call collateral damage. They can do certain things, they'll kill or shoot, maybe like then now they'll explain, okay, they'll such.
That was
and this
in
is
this situation, that was unavoidable.
And this is one thing citizens should know. You are threatening the president or
so that's small thing. Because imolechita threatening charo. Kai uri omuntu olechita control fintu. So nga mwamfunya hapo fingi advice. You know. So it's not somebody you should be, throwing stones at or making all these funny issues. It's not just a mere person. No. That office has to be respected. You know.
So as to be a bit careful, like in such a way, because cops, they might be maybe pushed on the edge of shooting.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they have a job to do.
And then from that same event, because now other people pick it up now, like, and I think up at Zambia.
And you see,
but then
that's
again,
the thing,
you see what has happened now. That is incident now. So in Rangshati, the authority was a little bit weak, or whatever, just because they didn't engage. So now they're actually beyond their feet now. So so the people now have also gotten nothing like, I think we can talk. So just be careful how you also engage into those kinds of
situations. Especially by youth, like be careful how you're airing out your grievances, and also just avoid being used by politicians. Unfortunately, also this has also created the situation where like some elements of the UPND have also kind of feel disrespected by the whole thing. And there's a video I saw of this gentleman, the MP of Bwingwa, declaring, Kadarism is back.
He said that?
He said that.
He said that.
Like, Kadarism is officially back.
With the backing of the president.
I don't know. I don't know in what capacity.
Probably that guy is
the president has said that in the regime will never be active.
That gentleman, he's lost his seat. I've seen, like, there's no way you... That's decampaigning
that's
yourself.
Being careless. Yeah.
That's more like
I don't know if you just
yourself.
get emotion out of the whole thing.
And you see, some of these people don't understand the damage they can do. Because now, and I think he kind of mentions Northern Province and Northwestern Province, and then he says Kadarism is back. Now, when you do things like that, it's very dangerous, because now you are also ushering in certain tribal elements, or just elements of violence. And I think another thing a lot of people take for granted is the peace that Zambia has. Because we've never really been in a conflict situation for a prolonged time. We don't know what that is.
No, nothing.
So it's easy for us to be careless and think the consequence is little. But these are some of the things that some of these people making some statements are playing with. Like, it's very careless, it's very reckless, and the youth, again, just be vigilant. Don't be used as tools for these guys' political violence.
Them and their families.
Them uko, iyo wakakumanga, wazaka kuletea kwa nsima 2 days afterwards.
You're like, they forget about you.
Apakuli voters registration. I hope all of you have taken that exercise.
Go and register for voting.
To do that. So apa these days vipanza ka mulelanda pale ma politics nga kulifi utakwete voters card, then muli busy mulelanda nan kana she are talking from without, because if why gati po mulelandire fyo
you go and put your vote where you believe things.
I've seen some people tabakulanda sana, but ile denga yafuka amayona go and make that difference, because a lot of people just say that, and then they're not even the ones who are going to vote.
No, because if you don't vote again, somebody is going to vote on your behalf.
You'll
end up in a messed up situation.
Then you'll be there again.
Still complaining.